Hey there, cats and kittens. Welcome. My name is Alonda Carter, and I am the Recovering Hunbot. I create anti-MLM, that's anti-multi-level marketing videos, and I also dip my toes into true crime on occasion and possibly other kind of scammy things. We'll just see where this takes us, okay? So today, what we are doing is we're looking at some more Beachbody training. I really have a hard time saying that. And this is the blueprint. So if you're a new coach, here's all the secret sauce. This is what you need to know. You know, as a professional instructional designer, if you don't know what that is, it's someone who designs and develops training. It's so hard for me to refer to this as training because if I ever thought of suggesting that something like this be created and to pass as training, I would totally be left right on out the door because this is just fluff. It's just, feel good stuff. It doesn't teach you anything where you have action steps that you can actually do and have results. It's all very much designed to keep you in just thinking that this is going to be something that will help. I mean, what other business other than multi-level marketing provides this as a way for people to learn? It's typically all about just, mindset and believing in yourself. And they throw in something on occasion of like, oh, okay, and we're going to cover it because of what the blueprint is, as if this is the thing that's going to lead to success, because it's actually really just busy work, in my opinion. Anyway, it just grinds in my gears so much that all of this stuff is put out as training. And you have these people who just joined and they're thinking, Beachbody, it's the ticket. And so they are just sitting there ready to soak it all in, pin posed, to really not be given anything that's truly helpful. It's always just the same thing over and over again, just a different hun, telling them the exact same thing, which is part of why you come to believe that this actually is helpful, because you keep hearing it over and over and over and over again. The contents of this video is based on my opinion, research, and experience. Please do not send any hate to anyone who is involved in multi-level marketing or in Beachbody particularly, or if you happen to know who this person is, don't send them hate. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose is to expose the tactics of what's happening when people join one of these, opportunities. In this case, it's Beachbody, to see how legit, or actually it's not legit, does that make sense? And the people who are, in these videos, they're public figures, but I mean, I really do my best to keep all of it very private, because it's never about, shaming the person or doing anything about anybody that's involved in multi-level marketing or involved in Beachbody, to tear them down as a human being. It's more about the behavior. It's more about the MLM and the fantasy that you come to believe is reality. It's not about that individual who's saying the things that they will say. The things they say is important, but who it is, it's not, because honestly, you could just take any MLM and, stick any top hun there, and they're going to just literally mouth the same stuff. I mean, it's just astounding how much is the exact same across all of them. Please be kind to each other and be kind to me in the comment section, because I'm critiquing an industry And those at the top, those who create them and these like side coaching kind of things, all this stuff that I find problematic when it comes to multi-level marketing, that's what I'm doing is I'm critiquing that. It's not about the person. It's about how this opportunity, this business structure isn't what people who join think it is. Most people, honestly, they have no idea how destructive it is. They don't know what they have gotten into. They're just thinking, oh, I need to make a little extra money. Oh, maybe I could actually have this be a full-time thing. This it sounds good. It's reasonable for me to get in. Okay, yeah, I can do this. Oh, you can do it. I can do it. But it's really not as easy as what they make it sound. But they paint it to be so simple, you know? Anyway, so let's get to it. And I'm going to be reacting to what this person has to say, because she is speaking to new coaches. And if you're not aware of this, Beachbody has gained something like, it's over 200,000 since the pandemic, which is really, really, really annoying, and it's very alarming. But then again, it's very alarming that all these MLMs have been exploding, but it's not surprising because so many people, like as in the entire world, is vulnerable right now.
Hello, Beachbody champions! Hopefully this video works. I am currently actually at my parents' house right now, so I'm sitting on their back porch doing this training for you guys. So, I see Shannon's here. I see people starting to pop on. You guys, I am not going to do the traditional, like, I'm gonna wait for people to pop on. I am going to get right into it, because I know that you guys are all business owners of your own fitness and wellness businesses. And that
okay, do you see how people are told this over and over and over and over again? This is something that I have said so often, is that these like lower tier Huns, think about people just coming in. They talk about being a girl boss, a boss babe, being an entrepreneur, all of that, because they hear this nonsense over and over and over again. And she's been in Beachbody for a minute, and she's telling them that. So if you keep hearing the same thing over and over and over again, as a human being, guess what? You take in that to be truth.
you're busy. So first and foremost, my name is, you guys don't know me. I've been a coach now for 3.5 years, and I absolutely love it. From day one, I've looked at this as a business, because you guys, I don't know if you understand, you have the opportunity of a lifetime here. So I'm gonna speak to you all today like you're a CEO, like you are a business owner, and like you are a boss. So hopefully that's okay, and hopefully you guys are ready for an awesome training about using the business blueprint to be successful.
Okay, so she told them originally, you're a business owner, but now I'm going to speak to you as if you're a CEO. But if you're a business owner, aren't you a CEO? Don't you own your own? I'm confused. I mean, do you see that? What are you? You're a business owner, you're not a business owner. I mean, we all know they're independent contractors. They're not business owners, but they're told that they are. And now it's like, oh, I'm going to speak to you like you're a boss. Let me just say this, okay? Because in my position right now as an instructional designer, I'm coaching some other people. If I told them I'm going to speak to you like you're a boss, or I'm going to speak to you like you're a real instructional designer, I don't think it would go over well. It seems so weird, so fake. I'm going to talk to you like you're a boss. Is it just me that finds that just cringe and ew?
So put on your CEO hat. I got mine on. I always wear a nice little backwards hat. So put on your CEO hat and get ready, guys. Okay. Imagine you spent months making a business plan. You went to the bank, you took out a loan from the bank, you went around town, you found a space to open your business in, You ordered all the inventory, all the merchandise, and you open up your business. It's day one. You literally have tens of thousands of dollars invested in this. And if it doesn't work, you guys, your family will be devastated. Has anybody been there? Does anybody here own a brick and mortar business? Let me know, comment below and say, yes, I own a brick and mortar business. I know exactly what that's like. Now imagine you signed up for a boot camp. The challenge pack is $160 to get started on your own fitness journey. And there's an opportunity to make some extra income, and maybe you want to try it, but you know what? You don't want to be salesy. You don't want to be that person online that's like, ooh, buy this product. By the way, y'all, if you haven't bought Bevy yet, get on it.
And there she is pitching a Beachbody product, their new Bevy. Because here's the thing, when you become a coach, you're encouraged to try all of this stuff, because you're doing market research. So you can, talk about your experience with the product so that you're a product of the product. All of that. Who is that really helping? Is that helping you to become a better business owner, or are you just a customer of Beachbody and people above you making money? I think I'm going to go with option 2. Just saying. This whole CEO hat, I have no words for all that nonsense. Calgon is setting me free. That's all. I am just being set free because I'm hearing this. It's just nonsense.
Because it's like my favorite thing ever. But you want to be that person, like, buy this product. And so, you know what? You're going to do the workouts, and if it happens organically, that'd be great. Has anybody said that to themselves? You guys, I want you to start thinking about it as the same exact thing. And let me tell you how I know. So before I started coaching 3.5 years ago, I was a bartender, I was a CrossFit coach, I was a personal trainer. I literally had a million jobs. And in between all those jobs, I was trying to start my own paddleboard business in Colorado where I live.
Okay, all those things that she mentioned, she would have had clients with, right? And I've talked about bartending before, about getting regulars and how that helps you and stuff. And she was a CrossFit trainer. Each one of these things, you have an influx of people that come and see you on the regular. So do you think that helped her? Do you think? Maybe a smidge. Not everybody has that, just saying.
And literally, you guys, every waking moment, I would spend trying to figure out how to do this, because there was nobody that was telling me how to open a business. There was nobody being like, here's exactly what you do. Here's how you open an LLC. Here's how you get insurance. Here's how you figure out which paddle boards to rent and sell. Here's a location for you. Here's how you use social media, all of the things. So I was literally on this hamster wheel trying to figure out how to open my own business. And my husband and I had spent all of our savings to open this, literally took every single cent we had to open this, and we were grinding to make it work. And during this time period is when my coach actually reached out to me. You guys, day in the life. Woke up at 5:30 a.m., taught my first group fitness class from 6 to 7, personal training clients from 7 to 8, came home 1 hour, power hour, 1 hour, I would go out and deliver paddle boards because we didn't even have a location yet, guys. Then I would go to the CrossFit gym. I would coach CrossFit from 9 until 11, personal train clients from 11 until 1, come home, work on the paddleboard business for an hour, return any missed phone calls that I had, and then I would take a quick shower and go in and bartend from 3:30 until 1 in the morning. Because that's really what earned me income, right? Was the bartending and waiting tables. And so my coach approached me and she said, hey, have you ever thought about becoming a coach? And I said no. I said no. I was like, I am so busy. You guys have no idea. Like, you have no idea what's going on in my life. I'm so busy. And then, even though I said no, I continued to watch. And I continued to watch her life get better. And she became more and more successful.
I don't know who her coach is, but let me tell you this whole concept of like, well, people will just continue watching you. They'll be quiet. They won't say anything. They'll just sit back and watch, and you've got to show them, how your life has improved and how great everything is. And her coach, her life continued to get better and better and better. But did it? Or was that all a front? Was her coach just flexing a lifestyle that her coach knows other people want? In MLM, I might do a video on flexing in MLM because it's a thing. And it's, flexing is a thing within the cross culture. We see it outside of MLM, but it's definitely something that higher tier Huns do, the ones that, making all the money. And though, blah, 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 I can't talk sometimes. And I don't want to edit that out. I don't want to look like it's all perfect because I'm not perfect. So anyway, the people underneath, they see that they're flexing cars, homes, going out to eat, getting, I don't know, a Louis Vuitton bag or something, you see what I mean? Like all this lifestyle. And so when you're lower tier, and I can remember doing this, it's like, okay, and looking back, it's so stupid that I would take pictures of me getting like a mani and pedi, and it'd be like during the middle of the day, as if this is something that everybody is trying to do, is have this freedom to be able to go get a mani and pedi, at 3 p.m. I mean, who gives a flying pig's nut? Who? But you think that you're being like, see, I got life so much easier than you. That you with that regular job, that is so 20th century. I mean, haven't you gotten to the 21st century where everybody is their own #own boss?
And literally everything that I was doing in my life was the exact same. My paddleboard business was barely making it. I was like working myself to the bone. And I said, let me just try one of your boot camps. I'll just try one of your boot camps. So I signed up the last day of January 2017, and I signed up for the 21-day fix. 4 days into the 21-day fix, you guys, I messaged my coach. I said, all right, what is this coaching thing about? Like, these workouts work. I really like it. I am busy as all get out, but I'm an entrepreneur and I understand what it means to own a business. So you tell me you're going to give me trainings and stuff, but what does that really look like? As a business owner, I didn't believe that anybody was actually going to give me the tools that I needed to be successful. I signed up, and since then, you guys, I was shocked at the training she gave me.
I was shocked too, but I actually know what good training looks like and what MLM provides. Ain't it? Nowhere close. Nowhere close. I mean, I've seen crappy training as an instructional designer where I've had to redesign stuff or update. And it's like, okay, well, this is a bit kind of wonkadelic here, and let me see what I can do to improve this. But this stuff, girl. And you're selling this to people. But here's the thing. She was a personal trainer. She taught CrossFit, all of these different things where she's interacting with people. That's a lot different than someone who doesn't have, reach like that into the world, where they don't have people that they're seeing on the regular, You see? Does that make sense? Or do I sound nuts? Because I think that makes sense. It makes sense to me.
First and foremost, she gave me the exact blueprint she used to grow her business. You guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see this, like the training that she gave me that like literally blew my mind as a business owner? You guys, she gave me the business activity tracker. For some of you, this might not be mind blowing like it blew my mind. But for me, I was like, wait a second. These are the tasks that I need to do every single day to be successful. I need to work out and drink Shakeology, and that's part of my job? Okay. I need to initiate, like, can I just tell you guys as well? This is the same exact thing, except for workout and drink Shakeology, that I used to grow my paddleboard business as well. Because I was like we were barely scraping by, and now we've grown that business because of these tools. This is business. These are business tools. You mean you want me to connect with new people every single day? You mean you want me to do a social media post daily? You want me to invite people to join me? I do the same exact thing that I do with my Beachbody business as I do with my adventure business, you guys.
There's a key There's a key difference. Your adventure business is a real business. Being a Beachbody coach isn't a real business. You're an independent contractor, and this is the thing. This is all you need to do here. And I have done a video where I go over all of this. It fits the bite model. If you're not familiar with the bite model, it's blah, blah. Again, the words, and I edit it out. So you guys are just going to have to deal with, me stumbling over my words. And if you don't like it, oh well, sorry, I'm human, Anyway, bite model. And that is behavior control, information control, thought control, and emotional control. And, when you start looking into what all of those things are for each of the, the bite model, this piece of paper, like I said, I did a video about it a while back. It's all interwoven in here. All interwoven. It is so much different to invite someone to be like, hey, paddleboard versus a janky challenge group that you're running and you don't have a background in fitness. Now, she did. There's a difference. Can you imagine being a personal trainer or teaching, what was it that she taught? Whatever fitness thing that she taught, because I forgot, because, what can I say? My mind doesn't hold that information because I get so irritated. Anyway, can you imagine if you're doing that? That would be pretty easy. You're a personal trainer to be like, you know what? When we can't meet, these are some great workouts. You can get Beachbody on demand, and you can get that through me. And by the way, here's a supplement, this thing called Shakeology, and I'll work with you on that. And oh, by the way, I also have this online group, so you can be a part of that, and I can still meet with you to do, personal training sessions. I mean, do you see how that could kind of like go together?
When I was bartending, anybody that was around me, I would be like, hey guys, what are you doing tomorrow? You should come paddleboarding with me. When I was bartending and Beachbody coaching, do you know what I said to them? Hey guys, I also own a coaching business. Follow me on Instagram, Courtney Burton Fitness. I would love to see you guys. Like if you're ever interested in a fitness program, I literally use that 3-foot rule. If there's anybody around me in 3 foot, within 3 feet, I'm talking to them about what I do and how I can help them reach their goals.
Okay, again, she was in a position to be able to do that right now, especially like during #COVID. I mean, we're not getting together in groups like that. We're relying primarily on, Zoom calls and, just social media and stuff. So if you are not engaging with people on the daily, if you don't have a job where you have an influx of clients or influx of people that you just see because you're a bartender, because you're a server, and the same people come there because you work at, a chiropractor's office. I mean, just anywhere where people are like going to, it's going to be different. It's going to be different for that stay-at-home mom that has 3 kids and she's home all day with those kids trying to figure out, how do I do this coaching thing? And I've been home for years and I don't really have a network anymore. I mean, that's going to be different unless she goes into the mom groups, and Lord knows that happens all the live long. Just saying.
With fitness or with adventure. You guys, when I opened my adventure business, guess who my first clients and customers were? Friends and family. Those were the first people that came in and supported my business. I called everybody I knew and I said, oh my gosh, I'm doing this thing. I just opened this business. They came in and they rented from me. They came in and they bought t-shirts from me. Those are the people that supported me when I first started. When I first started my Beachbody business, guess what? I used those same principles and those same tools, and I called everybody that I knew and I said, okay, y'all, I just signed up to do this coaching thing. I literally have no clue what I'm doing. I'm doing this 21-day boot camp. Will you do it with me? Will you be my accountability buddy? You guys, friends and family are your first clients, whether it's in a traditional brick and mortar business or it's with an online business.
Oh, an online business, you mean multi-level marketing. Now, theoretically, yes, your friends would say yes to you. But let me just tell you from my experience, inviting the people that I knew to do this online accountability, no. And anyone that I saw, I mean, I'm talking literally even the person who checked me out at the grocery store that I saw all the time, because I'd walk over to the grocery store, and people that I knew in the grocery store that started following me on social media. Do you think any one of them ever said yes to my opportunity because they happened to know me? No, they didn't. And I'm so embarrassed I just told you that.
Those are the people that you need to be talking to get them to join you or even refer you to somebody else. I was talking to friends and family back here in Maryland, where I am now, about my paddleboard business. They couldn't come and do anything with me, but they were referring people. If they knew people that were coming to a vacation in Colorado, they'd be doing referrals to talk to me, to get people to come out. Same thing with my Beachbody business, you guys. My mom refers people, my dad refers people, my brother refers people. I have family members and friends that are referring people to me all the time.
Guess what? My parents are dead, so I don't have that. I don't have brothers and sisters, so I don't have that either. So, if you're someone like me that doesn't have like a big extended family, where's that friends and family component? You see what I mean? It's like, now, if my mom was living, she probably would have bought Shakeology from me, because she'd want to support me in anything, because she's my mom. And I think that does happen for people, but honestly, you can't rely on it. And when you do start like a regular, brick and mortar type business, I think it makes more sense for people that know you to use your services, because they know you and are going to trust you. But you're going to like spend your social capital and be bankrupt when you keep on trying to suggest to all of your friends and all of your family that they spend $160 on a challenge pack and join you in your accountability crap.
So use those referrals. All right, let me look at my notes to make sure I'm not going completely off task. So she gave me the business activity tracker. She told me we had weekly calls and trainings. I tuned into every single weekly call. National Wake Up Call. I tune into calls right here on the Beachbody Champions page, and our team calls that we have. You guys, I took every piece of information that I could, and then I applied it. And I think that's a really important part of this that a lot of people don't understand, or maybe they don't do. And once again, I just keep relating it to my other business, you guys, because I want you to realize that this is a real business and you have a real opportunity here. Most people come into this, and like I said, they want things to happen organically and they want things to be natural. And then after 3 months of posting a couple times here and there, they tell me, this isn't working for me. Like the business doesn't work. Did you know that in traditional businesses, traditional brick and mortar businesses, they don't earn income. They don't get into the green, out of the red for 6 months to several years.
Very different. Very, very different, because you usually have like a small business loan or something. You have something that's like, helping you out in some way. And it's the fact that she's comparing doing multi-level marketing with a traditional business, it just makes me itch all over. It really, really does, because it's not the same thing at all. You are the person who's buying all the products, because you're hoping other people are going to buy the products from you. And to imply that, well, people just aren't doing the things that they're told to do is it's a big, huge bologna sandwich, okay? I'm calling BS, because people do. And they don't just like post here and there on social media like what she's saying. That's a load of crap too. People are actually doing all of the things and no one is saying yes, because it doesn't work for most people. But see, she doesn't see it like that, because she's had success. And why did she have success? All of these other things she was doing, there was a constant influx of people, and then new people, and then referrals from this and from that. That's going to make a huge difference. It's not rocket science to see that most people are not like that.
And you're telling me that you tried this for 3 months and maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. Meanwhile, I also want you guys to think about this and really, really see where you are and what you're doing to make sure your business is successful. Say when my paddleboard business opens up on June 1st, I show up first day, nobody shows up because the weather's bad. Second day, third day, fourth day, nobody's really coming in because the weather's not good. So on day 5, I just decide to close that day. Day 6, I'll show up for a couple hours. Day 7, I decide to close again because I want to go on a hike, or I'm just not feeling it, or I'm in a bad mood. Like, I don't want to go into work. You guys, if I treated my brick and mortar business like that, I would be sunk. Now, imagine you treat your Beachbody business like that, because a lot of people out there do. And then after the 3 months, they tell me, it just didn't work for me.
To keep getting that Shakeology when nobody else is saying yes to them, because, it's going to be so easy. If you saw my video where I debunk the whole thing for new coaches and the compensation plan, and how the dude is like, oh yeah, you ask your dentist, your whatever, and all these people are just, readily saying yes. It doesn't happen that way. Maybe people are saying, no, I've had enough of this at the 3-month mark because of that. But then there are people like myself that are the hangers-oners. And we'll put in several years and get no real results from it. Hello. It's like, it's all about getting people to think, you know what? I don't want to be that person. I'm going to prove you wrong. I really want this. So I'm going to work really hard, because I don't want to be like those people who just quit. She's trying to make you feel bad if you're having any kind of doubts, because, after all, just like these other businesses that, she's involved in, and how hard all of that is, you're just giving up on your opportunity. It's not an opportunity. What it is a trap. Real quick, if things look a little bit different, I was interrupted. So we're just going to kind of merge all of this together. And, that's just, the joy of being a content creator. Things don't always go as you intend. And quite frankly, I don't want to have to re-record all of this. So we're just going to, make the best of it. All right.
Did you show up to your business every single day? Did you show up like you should be earning a salary? Because if you're not showing up every single day, and by showing up, you guys, I mean posting on your social media. I mean doing the things on your business blueprint right here, which is the business activity tracker. Like, this is the blueprint. If you're not showing up every single day, posting on social media, doing your workout, drinking your Shakeology, how can you expect your business to not thrive, but just survive?
Your business. You're an independent contractor, a salesperson, if you will, shilling Beachbody products. You're not a business owner, and they keep telling you that you are. And that is so misleading. And she completely, like discounted the idea of putting together a business plan. Maybe that's one of the first things that when you join an MLM, maybe that should be part of the curriculum so that you have your own plan. But it's never about that, And to say that this is your blueprint, this be proof the products work, meaning work out, drink your Shakeology, use your containers. And it's not only just drink your Shakeology. Hopefully they can get you to get, like she mentioned earlier, the BV or Bevy or whatever it's called, recover, energize, when there is equipment to do the workouts, because that costs extra and they're creating more things where you need equipment. Yeah, got to get the Beachbody equipment. There's an app that I recently found about. I don't remember the name of it. Sorry, or I'd say it. I will look it up if I remember. Remind me if I don't remember. But there's an app that you get to try out for free, but then you have to buy it. There's always a way that MLM tries to slip in more into your wallet. And it's not about helping you develop a business. It's about you spending money so that their business thrives.
I really want you guys to think about that, because I want to see. All right, I've been talking for about 15 minutes now. You guys, I want you to take this seriously, because imagine that you spent, like I said, a lot of money and time into this business. Would you be showing up for it like you are today? Because you have the opportunity of a lifetime here. And I looked at this like the opportunity of a lifetime since the very beginning. I never looked at this as a $160 investment and if it works out, it works out, from the very beginning.
So there's an implication, in my opinion, that most of you are just looking at this as not an actual opportunity or not like a real thing, because you're not really trying. You're just kind of like, you're just very wishy-washy. That is completely false. People do look at it as like, okay, you know what? I mean, because $160 to a lot of people is a lot of money. She makes it sound like it's peanuts. And I get that it's not thousands of dollars. I get that. But like for most people, spending $160 for a stinking challenge pack is a lot of money. The fact to be active, that you have to have 50 PV, which usually translates to being on Home Direct with Shakeology, $99 a month, plus your coach fee, that's a lot of money for a lot of people. And the fact that you are trying to make them feel guilty, that somehow they're not taking things seriously, they're not working enough, they're not following the blueprint. And I can guarantee you, most people are. The thing is, the blueprint doesn't work for most people. But what it does do is keep people very busy, thinking that if I just do this. They're not focused on the fact that maybe these people, like this person who comes in and has done something where they see a lot of people, so they have a lot of connections, that's helpful. As long as they distract you from that, you'll keep buying.
I took this 100% seriously. I followed exactly what my coach said. I followed the business activity tracker. I showed up for the calls and for the trainings, and then I implemented them and I showed up. And because of that, 3.5 years later, I have a full-time successful business. I want to wrap this up with something that somebody told me in the very beginning when I first started, and it has stuck with me the entire time. This business is really easy to do. Like I said, you work out your Drink Your Shakeology, you show up on social media, you connect with new people every single day. I'm not going to give you all the things on the business activity tracker. There's so many amazing trainings just in this group on it alone. But those things also are really easy not to do. It's easy, like I said, to be like, I'll do my invites tomorrow, or I'll post on social media tomorrow. I'm just not feeling it. There are so many days in life that I'm just not feeling it, that I don't want to show up to work, that I don't want to post on social media. But I remember that this is my job and this is my career, and that I get the opportunity to change lives. That is what I get to do. That is what we get to do every single day as coaches. So on those days that I think, I'll do it.
Goes back to the mission statement, help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. They honestly believe they are changing lives. Now, I have said multiple times, the workout programs are good. They're very good. I enjoyed them. But the fact it's all tied to multi-level marketing, that's not good. That is harming more people than it's helping. Most people are losing money. Their income disclosure statement. Now, I'll tell you this. I want to say it was this past week on my Primerica video. It was a story that I told, that somebody had completed an online form for me, and I told their story and their experience in Primerica. I get a lot of hate from the Primerica Huns. And I did post a link because I only had it to the 2016 income disclosure statement because, companies don't post a new one every year, and a lot of companies don't even post one. And the person said, and full on, I just wanted to scream. Oh, that just proves there's a lot of people not willing to do the work. A little judgmental, aren't we? Sitting up on your high horse a little bit too high, aren't you? And that's kind of what I think about when I listen to this garbage, that there's a lot of finger pointing, and the finger pointing is saying, you're bad, you're not taking it serious, you're not doing the work that you need to do. You need to do this. If you do this, you'll be successful. And it's a big old bucket of, no, it's not.
Tomorrow, I say, no, this business is easy to do. It's easy to do today, and it's easy not to do. So I'm going to choose that easy to do today and not put it off. And that is that 2% difference between the people that are successful in this business and that aren't as successful in this business, because they choose to do it every single day, to be consistent and to use that business blueprint that we were all given in order to be successful. All right, guys, I hope that this helped you. Thank you so much for listening today. And like I said, this was me coming to you as a CEO of a business and talking from one business owner, you, to another. So I will talk to you all soon, and thank you so much for having me. Bye, guys.
Okay, sometimes it's hard to put it into words because I feel like I say this all the time, but really, I find it so frustrating that they actually believe what they're saying. This whole easy to do, easy not to do. I heard that, I used that. And you know what? This blueprint, I did it every single day, as did a lot of other people. And I worked it. I did what I was supposed to. I went to all of the trainings, the national wake-up call, if there were team calls. I was looking up other stuff. I was doing anything I could to soak in information to figure out how to crack this nut when it comes to multi-level marketing. There's a lot of people doing that. That's why people, like myself included, you get sucked into joining these paid groups, like for Ray Higdon or Eric Worre or John Eric Mosler or 1,000 other people, whether it's for social media or Amanda Francis, who's connected to Andrea Crowder. Andrea Crowder is a Beachbody coach, but Amanda Francis does manifestation stuff. All of this, trying to get in alignment, think the right thoughts, do the work, get up early, eat my frog, do all of that for as long as possible until it reached a point where it's like it's not viable after several years for my family to continue spending money on Shakeology and me trying to create something out of nothing. And I get that if you create something, a business, an actual business, not this, but, let's just go with multi-level marketing, whatever, that things take time. I get that. I totally get that. But it's like, they have this like, what is it called? Fast starter or something, fast anything. Basically, it is like if you hit Success Club your first 3 months and, going to Summit, their annual conference, it's paid for. Okay. So you're encouraged right out the gate. And there's the expectation that right out the gate with no training, no real support other than, this and fluffy stuff like this crap, that somehow is going to help you attract people and get people to say yes. And if people aren't saying yes, well, you know what? Just write down 100 no's because you are one step closer to getting a yes. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of upside down world are we living in that makes no sense to pour yourself into something when you're getting a zero in return and you're expected to continue to hold the vision no matter what? Because if you don't do that, you will never be successful. And if you don't work harder, you will never be successful because, this is easy to do. It's easy not to do. And it's really all up to you. We're giving you everything. Don't you see? We have the products, all the research, and you got the blueprint. By golly, you got the blueprint. Just follow the blueprint. Oh, I just come unglued, I really do. Because it's nonsense. But, when you believe, you really do believe. You really believe that you're doing the right thing as you follow the stupid blueprint. That keeps you busy and keeps you distracted. Well, if you like this video, make sure you give it a, thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. It's all engagement to me. It doesn't matter. And I do want to say a special thank you to my patrons. Do I say Patreons or patrons? I always get confused with that, Anyway, I thank them for continuing to support me. It is so humbling that anyone would be willing to support me. So I appreciate that. And each of you for spending time with me, to taking time out of your day to listen to me go over this. I appreciate it. And any of you that have subscribed, thank you so much for being here and continuing to watch what I put out into the world. Until next time, remember, you're beautiful and I love you.